Karen steals candy from child. Karma hits back in the most unexpected way. Let me tell you a story that proves life has a way of teaching lessons, even to the most unlikely people. This is the story of Karen and a little boy named Liam, a tale of selfishness, innocence, and the surprising power of karma. It was a sunny Saturday afternoon in a small town. The local candy shop was bustling with kids, their faces lighting up as they picked out colorful treats. Among them was Liam, a cheerful 7-year-old boy with a mop of curly brown hair and the brightest smile you could imagine. Liam had been saving his allowance for weeks to buy his favorite candy, a special chocolate bar wrapped in shiny golden foil. It wasn't just any candy. It was his treat for being brave during a recent dentist visit. His mom had promised him a reward, and Liam couldn't wait to taste it. Karen, on the other hand, was standing in line behind Liam. She was in her mid-40s, wearing oversized sunglasses and a designer handbag. She wasn't there to buy candy for herself, but to pick up something for a gift basket she was making. Her impatience was evident as she tapped her foot loudly and sighed dramatically. Liam approached the counter, placed his shiny chocolate bar on it, and carefully handed over his crumpled dollar bills to the cashier. His face beamed with excitement. But just as the cashier handed the chocolate bar back to Liam, Karen swooped in. "Oh, I'll take that," she said sharply, snatching the candy from Liam's small hands. Liam froze, his eyes wide with confusion. "But that's mine," he said softly. Karen, towering over him, scoffed. "You're just a kid. You don't need this candy. I'm in a hurry and I'll pay for it instead." Without giving Liam a chance to respond, she shoved the money at the cashier and stormed out of the store with Liam's prized chocolate bar in her hand. The cashier, too stunned to intervene, muttered an apology to Liam, but the damage was done. Tears welled up in Liam's eyes as he watched Karen leave. He walked out of the store empty-handed, his tiny heart heavy with disappointment. Karen didn't think twice about what she had done. To her, it was just a piece of candy. But for Liam, it was so much more. Liam's mom found him sitting quietly on a park bench near the store. When she asked him what was wrong, he told her what happened. His mom's heart broke for her son, but instead of getting angry, she gently explained, "Sometimes people act selfishly, but life has a way of balancing things out. Don't let this stop you from being kind." Karen, however, had no idea that karma was already on its way. That evening, Karen attended a fancy charity event where she planned to donate the candy basket she had been assembling. Among the items in the basket was the chocolate bar she had taken from Liam. As she placed the basket on the auction table, she noticed the foil of the candy bar looked slightly torn. How cheap," she muttered to herself, annoyed. She decided to unwrap it slightly and smooth it out. But as she did, the bar slipped out of her hands and fell onto the floor, shattering into pieces. Embarrassed, she quickly picked up the broken pieces, but her irritation grew. She left the basket on the table, hoping no one would notice. The charity event was hosted by a well-known local philanthropist, Mrs. Jenkins, who happened to adore Liam's family. When Mrs. Jenkins approached the auction table and saw the candy basket, her eyes lit up. "Isn't that the chocolate Liam loves?" she asked Karen, who was standing nearby. Karen blinked, caught off guard. "Liam? Who's Liam?" Mrs. Jenkins smiled. "He's the sweetest little boy. His family is part of our community, and he's been so brave lately. I promised him a treat the next time I saw him. This must be his favorite candy." Karen felt a cold knot in her stomach. She stammered, Yes, it's a popular choice." Mrs. Jenkins didn't think twice. She bought the basket and made sure the chocolate was given to Liam the very next day. When Liam received the candy from Mrs. Jenkins, he was overjoyed. "This is just like the one I wanted," he exclaimed. His mom smiled, watching the happiness return to her son's face. Karen, however, wasn't as lucky. Word about her behavior at the candy store spread quickly, thanks to the shopkeeper who witnessed the entire incident. Her reputation in the small town took a hit. People started whispering about how she had snatched candy from a child. Invitations to social gatherings became fewer, and Karen found herself increasingly isolated. For the first time, she felt the sting of being judged and excluded. One day, Karen saw Liam and his mom at the park. The sight of the little boy's innocent smile brought an unexpected wave of guilt crashing over her. She decided to approach them. "I owe you an apology," Karen said, her voice unsteady. "What I did was wrong, and I'm so sorry." Liam looked up at her with wide, forgiving eyes. "It's okay," he said softly. "Mrs. Jenkins gave me the candy. I guess it was meant to find its way back to me." Karen felt a lump in her throat. The child she had wronged had shown her more grace than she believed she deserved. From that day on, Karen tried to change. She volunteered at local events, donated to the candy shop's fund for kids who couldn't afford treats, and even became friends with Liam's family. As for Liam, he grew up learning the importance of kindness and forgiveness, values he carried with him throughout his life. And Karen? She learned that no act of selfishness goes unnoticed, and that sometimes karma delivers lessons in ways you least expect. Life has a way of teaching us what we need to learn, often in the most surprising ways. Karen's story reminds us all to think twice before acting selfishly, and Liam's kindness shows the power of forgiveness. Let's strive to be better, because what we give to the world always finds its way back to us. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this story inspiring or thought-provoking, please give it a thumbs up. It helps us reach more amazing viewers like you. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so don't forget to leave a comment below. Did this story resonate with you? Have you ever witnessed karma in action? Share your experiences. And if you enjoy stories like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another emotional and inspiring tale. Your support means everything to us, and we can't wait to bring you more incredible stories. Thanks again, and see you in the next video.